So I'm working in my office today, and I thought that I would stop and shoot a video here. You can see the two screens behind me. Been kind of working diligently on some insurance restoration claims for Hurricane Michael, and I know a lot of people know that we do construction defect um, consulting and claims and insurance claim consulting, and wanted to kind of elaborate on some of the things that's going on out there, especially after the big catastrophic events of Hurricane Michael. But it really can be attested to anything. If you had a fire, or you've got a contractor who messed a job up that you hired, and all those kinds of things. But really, we're going to focus on the insurance claim aspect and what people are actually going through out there, and what we can do at Addison Riley to give them a hand. The first thing that we're noticing is the insurance adjusters. They come out to the job site and they're looking at the damage, and a lot of these guys are from out of town. They're third parties. They know what they're doing, but some of them are new. I mean, it doesn't take much to get an insurance adjuster's license, guys. It's a 40-hour course, and you work for someone else for 2 years, and then you can get your public adjuster's license. I'm sure there's a few other nuances in there for catastrophe that I'm not giving you, but that's really the gist of it. A lot of these guys are not contractors. The ones that are actually really good. The ones that are engineers are really good. So they're not all bad. But what we typically find is we go in and we find insurance adjuster's worksheet that's half of what it needs to be. I have a good case in point out in Panama City. A client of mine, he actually had a lot of estimates from when he built the house. He still knew a lot of the contractors, and he was just done. He did not want to deal with the insurance carrier anymore, so he asked us to do it. He handed us over the documents, and just, he's a surgeon and he needed to get to work. He cannot be worrying about his house. They gave him an estimate. His insurance carrier gave him an estimate of about $149,000 or $129,000. Problem was, his roof was fire clay glazed something or other from Colombia, and it was $150,000. And his total claim was $150,000. It was $129,000. Didn't even have enough to get the roof done, let alone all the other things that had to be done on this $1.4 million house. So it took us, I don't even know, 20 or so phone calls to the insurance company. We had to get the insurance commission involved just to get the adjusters to return our call. So many problems that we had just trying to get contact with these insurance adjusters and the carriers. Once it gets to a desk adjuster, the thing almost goes away. So we actually requested another adjuster after we put our estimate together of about $385,000. And they sent out another adjuster who was actually a former general contractor, turned insurance adjuster, and it worked out really, really well. We sent it back. It came back at $170,000. Keep in mind, our estimate is actually, after we revised it, $315,000. So it's obviously a big discrepancy. So we were able to get in touch with the desk adjuster after another couple more weeks and get everything hashed out and get it right up to exactly where we said it was going to be. And that's one of the beautiful things of working with a contractor who does a lot of insurance restoration, is you don't have to go and tackle this by yourself. So we audit the reports, we make sure that they're correct, and then we request another adjuster if we have to. And we're not looking to milk the insurance company for everything that they have, but they use the line items in the software called Xactimate, and it doesn't exactly give you proper numbers and proper pricing if half of your roof's been blown off. There's no line item for half a roof. It's just a bunch of components you have to put in, and if the adjuster isn't a builder or an engineer or has never worked in the building industry, how in the world do they even know how to build this thing back? A 3-day training course in Xactimate software is not going to teach you how to be a contractor overnight. So those are just some of the things that we do. If it does go push to shove, there's always a mediation clause and a policy, and we will be willing to go to mediation for you, go to bat for you. We'll also do expert witness and all that jazz. So it's just one of those things. It's been kind of a pain, but we're finding in Panama City that a lot of the subcontractors are actually starting to leave the area to go to the outskirts to work because the insurance money is flowing so slow, or their reports are so wrong that contractors are having to go back for more money. And we try to do that before we ever start the job, because in the long run, the contractor is going to be the bad guy. Even though he's not the one funding the job, just trying to get it done, we're trying to find subcontractors in the Panama City area to actually show up. But the insurance money's flowing so slow that a lot of these guys are having to leave the area just to go ahead and do work. Good examples of vinyl siding guy. Vinyl siding guy, he's usually at the end of the job on the exterior of the home, but he's not even going to be able to start work till 3 months after the job starts. But if there's no money to fund the job properly, he's waiting another 6 months to get started. We have jobs that haven't even started. We're still dealing with the insurance companies 6 months after the fact. So there's a lot that goes into it. It's kind of a headache, but make sure you have the right people. Make sure you have a contractor who's actually dealt with insurance restoration. You don't want a rookie on this. Even if they've been in the business for 20 years, if they've never done insurance restoration, you're in for a long haul. And we don't want to see anybody have to go through that. So just give us a shout if there's anything we can do for you at 776-5009. That's 776-7009. Of course, you can always find us at addisonriley.com or on Facebook. Everybody have a good day.